Hey, um, so it's been a while, been a couple weeks, been very busy, work, being tired, um, hey, kitty cat. So, I just finished watching Mortal Kombat 2021 for the first time. I'm gonna put it in the title that there's gonna be spoilers in the video, but I'm gonna tell you right now, just in case you skip through and you click right away, there are spoilers for the movie, so if you want to go into the movie blind, don't watch this video. I've been really excited for this movie. I had a big build up for it, waiting a while. Um, so I'm going to get into it a little bit. I'm not going to dig into the whole story. I'm just going to give you the basic points you need to know or the way I felt about the movie. Before I start though, I'm going to open this beer and drink it while I'm talking to you about the movie. It's called Ursa Minor. It's got a big polar bear on the front. I tried this beer for the first time a couple days ago and I loved it. Kitty cat's eating the crunchy munches over there. It's a double stout, 8% ABV, so it is a strong beer. It's a double stout, extremely smooth beer. I tried this for the first time the other day. I had just saw it at the shop. I said, it looks interesting. I love my stouts. Double stout, going to be really good. Tried it, loved it, fell in love right away. So, just going to open it up here. Delicioso. I'm going to pour it. This beer is very dark. Even the head on it is like dark chocolate. Almost got almost got away from me there, fucker. Dark chocolate cocoa head, colored head, very pitch black stout. This is by Lactant, I believe. Lactant. Might be saying that wrong. This is the first of their beers I've tried. And to be honest with you, it's made me become a fan right away. Even if the rest of their beers are crap, I haven't tried them yet. They might all be excellent. This beer blew my mind the first time I had it. Unreal. Ursa Minor by Lactant or Lactant. No idea. Don't know how to pronounce it. Beautiful presentation, but the beer itself, unreal. Rich cocoa, vanilla. Incredibly smooth, sweet. It is an 8% ABV, so there's that little alcohol singe, if you want, to it. But besides that, extremely sweet, smooth, easy drinking beer. So right into it. I had high expectations for this movie, and I'm not going to let you down. I'm sorry. Okay. I watched the movie, and while I was watching the movie, I had these. I was driving these into my guts. 10% ABV by Lagabière, Le Troisième Cercle. Imperial stouts with cocoa, bourbon, cookie, chocolate. I had a couple of those. So I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling the loosey juicy, I'm feeling the vibes. I had two of those, and I had these two things here. They were on special, $2.99. What a deal! I went to the Metro, and they had this like shopping cart filled with like Mojo shots and these really, very sweet drinks, Rockstar vodkas on sale, things they weren't selling. And I looked in the cart just to find, and I found these two. These were the only two beers they had. The rest are all like malt beverages and different things, and wine in a can. And these were Scotch ales, maple Scotch ales, $2.99 each, 8.7 ABV, so kind of strong. Two of those, $3 each. I couldn't pass up on a deal. Amazing quality. Amazing. By Rockmont. Beautiful beers, beautiful design on the can. Delicious tasting. Maple Scotch ales. These things were also fabulous. These weren't on sale though. These were full price, but they're well worth it. 10% ABV, so you get that punch. One or two of these is gonna knock you out. But it tastes like Oreo sundae, vanilla. Oh, just beautiful. So just to tell you, I'm kind of riding the wave right now. And this Ursa Minor, like I said, is a 8% ABV. So why not? Friday afternoon. At this point, it's Friday night, so some people are getting it in, as they would say. I'm gonna just sit this here. Seriously, that's an excellent beer. Okay, Friday, long week is over. I've been waiting for this movie, Mortal Kombat 2021. I say the year because Mortal Kombat came out like 94, 95, I believe, the first one. I had high hopes for this movie, and I was kind of let down. Not because of the characters or, well, I can't say story really, because if you're going to watch this movie, you don't go into Mortal Kombat going, oh my god, I hope they win an Oscar for storytelling. No, there's no story to this movie. I mean, there is one, but it's lackluster at best. It's basically just setting up these fights for these characters to have, these characters that the fans are all familiar with. There was a plot twist, I guess, in the movie that happens near the end that, I'm not kidding, in the first 8 minutes of the film, my girlfriend says, hey, what if this is a plot twist? She just said it like she didn't say this is a plot twist, but she told me all the details, and I go, oh my god, I think you're right. And she goes, what do you mean, you didn't know this? Like, it was so obvious. And it was. So the big plot twist in this movie is discernible within the first 8 minutes. I missed it, but she found it right away. There's almost no character development in this film. They're basically counting on you having played the games, having known the story before. And it's one of those movies that if you go into it and you've played the games and you're a fan of the lore and the mythology and the franchise, you're going to benefit from little things that casual fans might not pick up on. There's a lot of Kano wins and flawless victory. One thing I will give this movie credit for is it earned its R rating. There is a lot of F-bombs. Fuck this, fuck you, fuck that. The first fuck I heard in the movie, I was like, okay, it's R rated, you're gonna get 1, 2. But they throw them around loosely, the fuck this, fuck you. Near the halfway point, I realized that they were just throwing them out there to be edgy almost. There was a lot of fucks that weren't warranted, or they didn't pack a punch, and they were just there to be there. Oh, I love this beer. So, you're getting vulgarity just to be vulgar. I don't know if vulgarity is a word, but I'll use it. The plot development, like I said, A, B, C, D, it's step by step, just setting up fights between the characters. The main character, Cole, uninteresting. And also, these characters learn that they have this, birthmark type stamp, meaning that they've been chosen to fight in Mortal Kombat for Earthrealm, but the main character has one and again, spoilers, he's a descendant of one of Scorpion's bloodline, Scorpion Hanzo's bloodline, and Hanzo later becomes Scorpion. But then you find out that you have to kill somebody with that logo or birthmark or symbol to get it. But Cole never killed anybody, and did he get it because he's a blood relative of Hanzo? There's a lot of plot holes in this movie. The action sequences, this was my biggest. It could have been so much better. The potential for Mortal Kombat right now with these same actors is way up here, and the movie that they delivered is right around here. It could have been so much better, but it could have been so much worse. And I read that, and it's basically fact now, that the actors, a couple of them signed on for a 4-film project, and they basically stated that they had 4 films in the works, in the pipeline, if the first one was a success. It's kind of weird because the guy who plays Sub-Zero's name is Joe Towson, I believe, or Towson. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Excellent martial artist. Excellent. But the one thing that I find that, and it's big budget American movies that make the same mistake, I guess, or use the same style. When there's a quick paced fight between 2 characters or whatever number of characters, and it's martial arts inspired hand-to-hand combat. I'm not talking about action movies with, firearms or artillery. I'm talking hand-to-hand combat. What big budget Hollywood movies tend to do is the quick cuts. Pop, pop, cut, different angle. Kick, kick, different angle. Kick, guy hits the mat. Boom, you see the impact. Quick cut, different angle. Pop, 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 different angle. Bird's eye view. Boom, boom, boom. Quick cut. Boom, boom, boom. Quick cut. Quick cut. Quick cut. You're constantly getting these cuts within the same fight sequence. And I believe the reasoning is because they replace the actors with stuntmen. Because the special effects are of higher quality. You get squib. A squib is basically like a blood pouch that the actor will have on them, that when stabbed or shot or on cue, they'll blow it up and it'll shoot blood. So you can't have a regular Steadicam shot or one shot of a fight, use the blood shot. They have to keep cutting to add the different effects, add the close-ups, But if you look at old Kung Fu movies, especially with Jackie Chan was a master of this. And the same actor who plays Sub-Zero, Joe Towson, he plays in... These are the best action movies I have ever seen. And by action movies, I mean hand-to-hand combat, like martial arts, fighting. I'm not talking about, like 300 with spears and special effects or Rambo or whatever with guns. But when it comes to martial arts movies, The Raid Redemption, incredible movie. I've never seen anything like it. If you've seen Dread with Carl Urban, they kind of took the plot line from this movie where you go into a building and you got to work your way out and everybody in the building wants to kill you. I don't want to give too much away on this movie. Incredible movie. And The Raid 2, even better. The action sequences in these movies are phenomenal, top-notch. You'll never see anything like it in any other film. The hand-to-hand combat is incredible. They're not native English films. I believe they're Indonesian, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really feel like looking through these, but I believe they're from Indonesia or... Yeah, Indonesian. Perfect. I know my shit, Incredible films. If you want to look for a film with martial arts action, The Raid Redemption and The Raid 2, you can't find anything better than that. And Joe Towson, who plays Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat, also plays in The Night Comes For Us, which I believe is on Netflix. It's a Netflix original, I believe. I could be wrong, but I know it's on Netflix. He's the main character in that movie. He plays a side character in this movie. In The Night Comes For Us, he's the main character, and his fight scene choreography is incredible, unreal, phenomenal. And the reason why it works so well is because it's long shots. You see the fight like a dance. Beautiful. Fight, next guy. And there's not all these different cuts that take you out of the action. You see the hits land, you see the impact, you see the kicks, you see the dodges, you see the fighting, you see the punch. It's all boom. Other camera angle, boom. What American films tend to do, look at Rush Hour, for example, Rush Hour 1. Jackie Chan, amazing choreographer, stuntman, martial artist. His old films, all his films that aren't Hollywood, you see everything, move per move, beat per beat. When it comes to Rush Hour, different angle, block, different angle, because there's so much money riding on these films that they don't want the actors to get hurt, so they cut. Okay, Jackie, you're out, stuntman, you're in. Okay, Chris Tucker, you're out, stuntman, you're in. So they gotta keep making these cuts and all the special effects. Excuse me. So Mortal Kombat suffers from that. It suffers from the quick cuts. There's some pretty cool gore shots in this movie. Some fatalities, if you will. Heads exploding, spines getting obliterated, hands getting cut off. And the thing is with this movie is they gather all these warriors from Earth realm to fight for Mortal Kombat, and they have to make them discover their arcana, which is like their power. So Kano discovers that he has a laser eye. Jax discovers, spoiler alert, once Jax gets his arms ripped off, he discovers his, because they give him these little T-Rex robot arms, and then his arcana when he gets angry is he gets these big cyborg arms that he loves. Basically like Liu Kang, he already has his arcana in the film, but he can have like control fire. So all these characters, Sonya Blade, she's a fighter and she doesn't have the symbol, and she wants the symbol to be a part of Mortal Kombat. And then she finds out that her arcana is like shooting these purple blasts. I don't know. But they all have these powers that they have to unlock or discover by themselves. It's kind of weird. I wish the fighting would have been better, especially for a movie that I've been waiting so long for. So these two films, I would recommend these if you want to look up on Joe Towson's work, or if you just want to see a badass martial arts movie. Raid Redemption and Raid 2. I would suggest Raid 2 actually before Raid 1, just because it's way better. But Raid 1, Raid Redemption, is incredible on its own. Yeah, Mortal Kombat, man. Like I said, the story kind of evolves without you even knowing it. It's like, oh, they're here now. Oh, now they're over here. Oh, they're doing this. Special effects are good. There are some weak points. There are a couple points in the movie where I said that looks fake, in the sense that it doesn't look hyperbolic. It just looks poorly made. I hope this movie does well, so that they learn from their mistakes. This didn't work, this didn't work, this didn't work. Let's cut that, let's trim the fat, and let's just stick with what works. I believe that maybe a change of director, the director of these two movies, directing a Mortal Kombat movie would be phenomenal. And the only reason I say that is because these movies are R-rated as well. There's a lot of violence, a lot of gore, but this movie doesn't pull any punches either. Mortal Kombat really gets into the bloody violence, and it doesn't work as well because of the quick cuts and stuff like that, because even though it is R-rated, they try to make it look mainstream, whereas this is just, here's what we think is cool, you like it, cool, if you don't, you don't. There's a lot of stuff in this Mortal Kombat movie for the fans of the game, but there's not enough substance, in the sense that the action doesn't really hold up. I wish the action sequences were better. But I do want to bring this up. This is a film that came out maybe a year before this Mortal Kombat film. It's called, don't fall, you fucker. I almost fucked you up. It's called Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. So, this is an animated movie. If you're not a fan of animated movies, right away you're turned off. But if you like animated movies, I would recommend it. And if you just like Mortal Kombat or action movies, I would recommend it to you because there's a lot in this film. And it acts as a prequel to Mortal Kombat. I watched this movie with my girlfriend and I had to pause several times and explain to her what was going on. And a lot of it, I wouldn't have even known what was going on if I hadn't have seen this film here. Oh, it's the weekend. Oh, Friday night, beer, movies. What more could you ask for? I gotta take another sip. I love it. I love it so much. Delicious. Ursa Minor. Okay. This film, in Mortal Kombat 2021, there's a lot of stuff going on that you're going, what? And this film explains that. Scorpion's Revenge, Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge. There's a lot of backstory between Scorpion and Sub-Zero and how Scorpion becomes Scorpion and how he gets his powers and what his motives are, why he becomes who he is. Sub-Zero, you get a lot of, not only does this film act as a prequel to Mortal Kombat, it's also a superior film. It's an animated film, so that you can get away with more. You can get away with more, it's animated obviously, so if you want to cut somebody in half, you don't have to have an actor and special effect, you can just draw it. This film is superior to Mortal Kombat 2021. So if you want to know what the definitive Mortal Kombat experience is, first, it goes by the games. You'd have to play the games because the games are unrivaled. I have my bookends from Mortal Kombat 2011. Boom, look at that. Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I don't know if you can see that, but you can put your books in there. And it looks like Scorpion is passing his fucking get over here through the books into Sub-Zero's chest. This is from 10 years ago. Collector's edition of the game where they kind of revamped the franchise and then Mortal Kombat's popularity took off again. I don't know why I brought that up. It's just cool. I just like it. Yeah, so animated film. Even if you're not super into animated films, but you're into Mortal Kombat or you're into martial arts, this film has it all. Incredible action sequences, deep story, excellent plot. It doesn't feel rushed. Tons of violence. So if I had to rate Mortal Kombat 2021, I have a bit of an advantage because, like I said, I saw this, so I have a little bit of backstory, a little bit of substance, a little bit of info going into this movie. I would rate it, I almost gave it a 6, but I think that's mostly hype. I'll give it a 5.5. A 5.5 Mortal Kombat out of 10, because also the theme, Mortal Kombat's theme, like in the original film, you hear it once or twice throughout the film, if I'm not mistaken. Here, it's only during the end credits. And I love that they remade they modernized the Mortal Kombat theme, and you only hear it during the end credits. And that kind of let me down because there was a couple moments in the film where I thought, they should play it now. It should be played now. So I'll leave it at that, 5.5. It's not bad. I expected a lot more. But here's the thing. If this movie is successful, they have so much room for growth, and there is so much potential for this franchise to grow. Stop with the quick cuts. Get a director from the Raid Redemption or the Raid 2. Get him involved. Get that visceral boom boom boom. It doesn't have to be all special effects. It doesn't. The fighting in these films is far superior to that of Mortal Kombat 2021. Although Mortal Kombat 2021 is better than Mortal Kombat 1996 or 95 or whatever. There's some ups and some downs. It's worth a watch for sure, so that you can at least make up your own mind. But I don't know. I don't know. It's up to fans. It's one of those movies where it's up to fans. If they want to see more, watch it, buy it, stream it. If you think it doesn't deserve a sequel, you're entitled to that opinion. Don't watch it, don't stream it. I enjoyed my sit through the film. The acting by the main character too, Cole. The acting is way off. It's not good at all. His superpower too, and there's this thing. I mean, spoilers. He's like Scorpion's descendant, and he gets this thing where he gets like this whole gold body, where it's almost like Man with the Iron Fist, where they go up against Brass Body, where he can just be like, and he's like all brass. It's weird. It's weird. They introduced and created a new character for the film. I'll leave it at that. Watch it, decide for yourself. Could have been way better, could have been way worse, but the potential is there. The potential to grow and improve is definitely there. I hope everybody has an excellent weekend. I'm feeling it. I hope you guys feel it. If you stuck around, this has been a long video. Definitely a long video. Felt it deserved it. Mortal Kombat. I'm kind of tipsy, so I rambled. Thanks for watching if you watched. Thanks for not watching if you didn't watch. I appreciate everything you guys do, and I hope everyone is safe, and I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend, and I hope everybody has a safe week. And thanks for watching Mortal Kombat 2021. It is what it is.